was a good choke. Oh, that's GBA music. New heroes join the battle. But I was so sure of engage. Wall of silence. Does he say nothing?
I know I've seen many battles, but I'm still pretty young.
I did not recognize Gilliam whatsoever. Frillian Lance, at least as a prayer. For sturdy stands 3. Vengeful Fighter 4. That's right. They demoted Vengeful Fighter 3 with...
My strength is unmatched.
Oh, that new axe guy that looks like Reinhardt. And so, makes perfect sense for Vengeful Fighter 4. Oh, she's cute. Graceful Rider.
I am Cyrene, commander of Freilia's Pegasus Knights.
Yeah, it's Sacred Stones. The second hero is usually the bad one, and yeah, that's bad. Speed Res Catch Pegasus Flight 4. I hope Frillian Blade is really nice then. Damn.
Steal yourself.
Oh boy. Our third hero, this is our demote. Dutiful Rider. Oh, she's cute. I like green hair.
My Pegasus and I can scout the enemy in no time.
Nice thighs. Vanessa! Up front Lance. It's attack speed +5. Oh, and neutralize units penalties to attack speed during combat. Nice.
Leave it to me.
Also the most attack res catch. She was 1 off from a good number. A new rearmed hero joins the battle. And it will be... Soaring Princess is Tana, but why Tana?
Archers make short work of Pegasus Knights. It pays to know your foe.
Why is she an archer? What the Guidance 4? Wait, did base Tana introduce guidance?
A clear, piercing shot.
Everyone has Deadeye nowadays, huh? 202 damage. Wow. Okay. Well, we finally got the rearmed bow. Let's talk about it in a moment. We're gonna fight Snake Mommy. More story elements coming up. Banner comes out on the 17th. Vanessa is in fact your 4-star demote. Sacred Stones banner, and of course, because it's rearmed hero, do not trigger me, please. Please do a proper fodder. Please. It's not the oh god, it's bad. It's so bad. For Innis? For Innis. I know they're siblings, but Tana, he's treated you like crap. Why would you give him a rearmed bow? Come on. That was our new banner. What'd you think? Did you think Sacred Stones? Man, I'm still not over how every single time they show off the rearm stuff, they always make sure to fodder terribly. Either terrible foddering or to a terrible hero, or both. So, yeah, it was Sacred Stones, not Engage, but that's fine. It's been so long, I didn't even recognize Gilliam. My goodness. But hey, welcome to the game. Hey, at least we got 2 cute Pegasus flyers. I really like green-haired girls with green eyes. Man, green hair is awesome. So yeah, Syrene's in the game, but unfortunately, it's gonna be all about her weapon. Speed res catch, yeah. Ooh, that's not fun. Eh. More importantly, I think it's nice to have another demote for Lancers. On this angle, the Dutiful Rider, she looks kind of like Makima from Chainsaw Man from that angle. If her hair color was different, maybe you would see it. But that's Vanessa. And of course, our rearmed hero is Tana. That's kind of weird. Did you guys think it would be Tana? If you told me the first rearmed hero for Sacred Stones would be Tana, I don't think I would have believed you. It just doesn't seem right to me. Anyways. All right, let's talk about the heroes, because that's what's important. She does look really, 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 really pretty. Wow. No, I think she looks really nice. And yeah, she has a really good kit. We'll have to talk about Guidance 4, won't we? I'm pretty sure Base Tana was the one who introduced the original Guidance, so it's nice to see after all this time, Guidance 4 will be introduced through her. All right, but yeah, let's start with our first hero, Gilliam. The Wall of Silence. Did we need another Lance armor? I don't know. Cervantes is pretty good. Gilliam, voice actor Regan Murdoch, artist Die XT. We've seen a lot of Die XT's art in the game. Lance armor from Sacred Stones. His design is super basic, but you gotta remember that most of the designs from the GBA era were pretty basic. Especially for armor units. Alright, he has 80 near save, you guys know what it does. 30 stance 3, you guys know what it does. More importantly, Vengeful Fighter 4. If unit's HP is 25% or above, and foe initiates combat, inflicts attack -4 on foe during combat. Unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Foe cannot make a follow attack. And grants special cooldown charge +1 unit per attack during combat. Is that good enough? That's actually a significant upgrade. So for those who don't remember, Vengeful Fighter, as it was before, was only per your attack, I believe. So now it's on both attacks, which allows your specials to trigger way easier. Take a look at my out-of-date Flame Emperor, for example. Vengeful Fighter 3, it used to be 50%, now it is 25%. It used to have no stat augmentations, now it's attack -4 on foe during combat. And yeah, special cooldown charge +1 per unit's attack. Does anyone remember this build back in the day for Flame Emperor? Vengeful Fighter X, huge fan. This gives you cooldown on opponent's attack, and then Vengeful Fighter gives you cooldown on your own attack, and then essentially you create like a hardy, or not hardy, a breath effect. And this was before breath seals were a thing, so this is a super old school build. But yeah, it's nice to see Vengeful Fighter would remove the need for huge fan, which makes sense considering there are much better axes nowadays. Okay, Vengeful Fighter 4 officially introduced. He also has Bonfire and then Frillian Lance. Slaying ability at start turn grants neutralized effective against flying bonuses. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Chat. Was this Diode shield you thought you were gonna get? You got a literal armor unit who just provides IOT shield buffing. Anyways, grants neutralized effective against flying bonuses to flying allies in 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. That's actually really interesting because he can, you know, use near save on them and then take away their weakness to arrows as well. That's kind of interesting. Will this be enough to make him good though? Let's keep going. If foe initiates combat or foe's HP 75% at start combat, grants attack +6 unit, attack -6 on foe, and inflicts penalty of foe's attack defense equals 20% of unit's defense at start combat. Wow, they're really going into this. Kind of silly because they just gave us Dimitri in Hall form, so a lot of people already have like defense augmented Dimitris out there, or defense. Yeah, it is defense augmenting, I guess, because it skews attack and defense. Anyways, reduces damage from foe's first attack by 40% during combat. I don't know if that's enough to make him good. Are you guys interested in Gilliam? If you guys had to rate Gilliam out of 10, what would it be? He seems like a really generic armor unit, and if you ask me, I still have tons of Lancers I would use over him. Kajil, Vector, absolutely would use those 2 over him. I even really like our new guy who got the refine lately from Echoes. Why am I not remembering? Forsyth. I actually really like the new Forsyth as well. So I'm not that thrilled about Gilliam. It's that ability to take away their weaknesses for against flyers that makes him really interesting. And while I do think he's going to be a good tank with 40% damage reduction and attack defense augmentation through his own defense, yeah, it's not overly exciting. I guess we'll see how well he's min-maxed. He's solid though. He's solid. I do agree with that. But he's still going to count as an armor hero, even though with 40% damage reduction that should be fine. All right, we'll move on to the next hero, and who is our Graceful Rider, Syrene. Though, to be clear, chat, almost every hero being released nowadays is exceptional in many ways. Exceptionally boring, but like they fill and check up all the check marks. Like they have a role to play, and they're definitely an upgrade on prior units. Definitely. But yeah, we'll keep going. Syrene. Risa May is the voice actress, and then artist is Pavilion Ushima. Sword Flyer. Alright, so unfortunately she has a really boring kit. Speed Res Catch 4, Peg Slight 4. Aw, come on. I get they always make the second hero like kind of lackluster, but it's always really sad seeing this because she has excellent art. But the kit, you gotta put in so much work for it. Alright, Frillian Blade, Slaying ability. If foes initiates combat or foes HP 75% or above at start combat, all stats +5 to unit. Inflicts penalty on foes attack speed defense equals 15% unit speed at start combat. So instead of 20% of defense, it's now 15% of speed and augmenting against attack speed and defense instead of just attack and defense. And neutralizes effects that prevents units follow-up attacks and reduces damage from foes' first attack by 40% during combat. I mean, it's solid. It's really, really solid. It's Pretty boring though.
Just only referencing the names of the weapons. This is basically just Queen's Blade and Queen's Lance again, lol.
Yeah, they're just having fun making things up. So, sorry, going back to Syrene, I don't think... I mean, I like her look, but I don't think this is going to be an impactful unit. This banner is not looking good thus far. Gilliam might have some promise as a really good close save unit. Alright, but at least our demote's nice. Vanessa! Lance Flyer, voice actress Apfia Yu, and then artist is Narus Oroko. I am very bad at pronouncing Japanese names, but I think they did a good job. With a really plain design, I think they executed really well. Yeah, but more importantly, attack res catch is now demoted, which is really nice. This makes it so you can fodder attack res catch 4 a lot easier off a bunch of other heroes. And having speed res oath being demoted, it's either catch or oath being demoted. One or other is nice because you can just have a really cheap C slot or a really cheap A slot that's like viable for heroes that you only use in like Arena Star or something. Anyways, Luna. Upfront Lance plus at start combat if foe's HP 75% or above, grants attack speed plus 5 to unit, and neutralize units penalties to attack speed during combat. You guys already probably recognize this. We already had the sword variant in the game, and now we have a very easy to get Lance variant. So yeah, I'm happy about our free Lancer, and because she's going to be current gen and likely to have good attack and good speed and good res, like most Lance Flyers are, Lance Pegs Flyers are, it'll be interesting. Maybe some people will make plus-in versions of her. All right, but more importantly, into the big hero of this banner, the Soaring Princess Tana. 10 out of 10 art. Even if this banner ends up really boring and skippable, Tana is 10 out of 10 art. Man, I love the detailing they went. They went all out here. Her thigh highs have ribbons on the side, and they're slightly armored. Her big boots are really cute, and she's wearing a corset. She has a cute dress. Like, this is... I can't believe this is about to be, like, one of the strongest archers in the game. At least for flying archers. And the design is super cutesy. Alright, voice actress Melissa Fawn. And then artist is Makuro. Colors Flyer. Colors Bow Flyer. Oh my god, that is a kit. Okay, attack speed unity is here, which makes sense because she has guidance 4. Infantry armor allies within 2 spaces can move to a space within 2 spaces of a unit, so they don't have to move directly next to her anymore. It can now be 2 spaces away, which is nice because now that gives them more flexibility to fight. Additionally, grants attack speed plus 3 to infantry and armor allies within 2 spaces of a unit during combat. Very nice. It's still only infantry and armor allies, so Cavs can't utilize this ability, for example. Nor can Flyers. Also, within 2 spaces of a unit during combat. Also, if those allies' speed is over foe speed, oh wow. Neutralize effects that prevent those allies' follow-up attacks during combat. It's partial null follow-up, attack speed plus 3 for infantry armored allies, as well as teleportation. That is really solid. Would you guys consider using Guidance 4 again? Or Guidance again? I haven't used Guidance in forever. I've just given up on it. Guidance used to be really important. I had Guidance on like my arena built Aversa back in the day. But yeah, so much has changed and like rain skills are so good in comparison. I stopped using Guidance a long time ago. Back when we had the armor heavy meta, Guidance was very, very important. But yeah, it's nice to see like Guidance 4 is actually a legit skill. It has 3 good effects on it. That's nice. It's straight up another form of infantry null follow-up, but this is for armored and infantry. Yeah, I do like that. That's actually pretty cool. All right, Soaring Wings, Canto 1. And for those who don't remember, Canto 1 means at all times after combat, you can move back 1. Unit can move to a space within 2 spaces of any ally within 2 spaces. That is huge. So that's why she has attack speed unity. So Soaring Wings attack speed unity is a perfect synergetic combination. Nice. At start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, inflict speed defense minus X on foe during combat. X equals 4 plus number of spaces from start position to end position of whoever initiates combat, maximum 8. So again, the clash effect, the teleportation of course counts for clash. And so she can cause a maximum of 8 speed down, 8 defense down as well. That's huge. Teleportation, that's like a super jacked up Canto ability. Aerobatics ability, Flyer Formation ability, X Canto, X super debuffs. Like, that's a really good B slot. Okay, I'm already a fan with her her base kit of attack speed, unity, soaring wings, and guidance forward. That is immaculately good. She didn't need to get Deadeye, but she did get Deadeye. That saves you a big fodder. Nice. And more importantly, this is our first arcane bow, Arcane Nastrond. Slaying ability, effective against flying foes. If unit shades combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, all stats +5 to unit during combat. Makes perfect sense with the unity. Unit makes a guaranteed fall attack. Whoa, 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 whoa. She can break Waries through Arcane Nastrond. Reduces damage from foes' first attack during combat by 30%. There's damage reduction. And grants bonus to units attack during combat equals 12 minus foes' maximum special cooldown count value. Minimum 4. If foe does not have a special skill, bonus equals 4. Wow. Wow. That's huge. So you can reduce like 8. Sorry, you can get 8 more attack? That's huge. She hits really hard all of a sudden. And of course, because it's arcane weapon, you can fodder off of her and still... Oh, who would be a really good fodder? There are not a lot of good flying archers in the game. When I think of flying archer, I think of like... Easter Loki, for example. There are not a lot of flying heroes who would like guidance for X the weapon. But you can at least do Arcane Nastrond, Deadeye, Unity? Like, you can still get a really good, valuable fodder off of her, no matter what happens. But yeah, I like her. I like her, and I like how we now have our arcane bow, and it's a really good one. That's a pretty significant bow. That adds a ton of attack. And it guarantees a follow-up attack, so you can be a slow archer and still double up. Yeah, only free-to-play is Spring Loki, I think. Yeah, so we don't really have a lot of options in terms of free-to-play flying archers to fully utilize that kit. But we do have new archers like Eti and Takumi's son, who I don't remember his name. But we do have good options. That's a really good unit. That's a really good unit. For a flyer, especially a flying archer, that's excellent. So I think Tana is like 9 out of 10. Hard hitter, great fodder, and as arcane unit, you know, can't go wrong. Just don't do what they're doing. Don't fodder her to Innis. This is so wrong on so many levels. And the worst part is this is not even resplendent Innis, so wow. Don't do this. Anyways, I think it's a bait banner. Hero Rise is almost here. Don't spend your orbs. That would be better. But if you really like Tana, I can't blame you. But yeah, it's not a banner you can full pull on because there's color sharing and a demote, so
And
this is a hard one to go
Alfred
for.
got a legendary skill because he's an engage unit, but nope.